Season 2, and today we are on session 8, and we have amongst us two most prominent realtor from Mumbai, a city of dream, from Narayan's Corp, India. And before I start interacting with them and introducing to them with all of you, let us start this session with a prayer. I want all of you to please join me in this little prayer.
Absolutely.
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Para Brahma, Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Sarvepi Sukhina Santu, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukhma Pyumat. Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karvavahe, तेजस्वी नावदितमस्तु मा विद्विषावहे. ओम शांति शांति शांति. Thank you, friends. Good evening. This is Vinod Thakkar, founder and CEO of Square Feet India and chairman Square Feet Foundation. आप सबका एक बार फिर ब्रोकर की पाठशाला में स्वागत है. और आज हम एक बार एक और नए स्पीकर को, हम जैसे कहते हैं कि बॉलीवुड का जो फ्राइडे को ब्लॉकबस्टर होता है, ऐसा हमारा रियल एस्टेट का ब्लॉकबस्टर है. आज मेरे साथ मुंबई से जुड़ रहे हैं मिस्टर चेतन नारायण एंड मिस्टर संजीत नारायण फ्रॉम नारायण कॉर्प इंडिया. वेलकम चेतन एंड संजीत.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
My first interaction with these wonderful people was in 2005, almost 16 years back. Chetan, we met first, and Chetan is someone whom I admire. He's a great trainer. He's a multifaceted personality. He's a very, very successful realtor. He's an author. He's a writer. He's a global leader, and he loves to share things which he has received from this world. And today we are going to have interaction with him while he shares his wonderful journey since 1989. So Chetan, welcome to Broker Ki Pathshala. Let me first ask you how it all started with real estate.
Thank you, Vinod. First of all, also to add that you've taken a small little padvi given to me by a builder that he said, Chetan, tu real estate ka Amitabh Bachchan hai.
Hi, Savas.
And, वो आपको मिलने के पहले था, फिर आपके मिलने के बाद रियलाइज किया कि ये पदवी मेरे लिए नहीं है, आपके लिए ही रेडी है, सही रखा है. So I think you're doing a fabulous job, and very, very proud of you to have shared a lot of good information with people who don't even mean anything to you. You've never met them, and ये आप जो कर रहे हो बहुत अच्छा काम है. Very, very proud of you.
Thank you.
I thought हम लोग थोड़ा सा पास्ट को छोटे से ब्रीफ में रखेंगे ताकि लोग बोर नहीं हो. जब मैं भी ऐसे शोज देखता हूं तो मैं बहुत जल्दी बोर हो जाता हूं किसी की हिस्ट्री और ज्योग्राफी सुन के. लोगों को हॉट टॉपिक्स में इंटरेस्ट होता है, जैसे मुझे भी है. So in very, very brief, it is a business started by our father, Sanjeet, and my father, Devendra Narayan, way back in 71, the year I was born. It's been 50 years, so we are celebrating 50 years in real estate now. And so he started his humble beginning with Mr. Maker and Dr. Maker's family at Nariman Point, Marine Drives, Cuff Parade, Jubanaya Maker and Maker Tower, Jolly Maker, all those buildings. He worked with them as sales manager. He sold a lot of merchandise for them, and then started with their blessings. He started his real estate brokerage, and then he got into real estate finance, fund most of the known good developers from South Bombay right up to Bandra, Juhu during those days, and continued to until last few years till we all had to see a different scenario. So that in brief is our history. Rest is there online for anybody who's interested to check. Anything else, we'll be very happy to answer.
So what made you join real estate?
I think it was a struggle to see a certain situation at home at some point, which started in '84. So हमने तो Lehman Brothers का crash देखा 2008 में, और हमने real estate crash देखा जो 95 से 2006 जून तक चला. But ये जो था उसके पहले के ईरा का था. It makes me sound little old. I am not that old. But so 84 में the similar financial crisis that happened with the real estate developers. And around 88, I remember during one Diwali that my father said that I can only give you 2,000 rupees for Diwali, and whatever you can manage to buy for yourself. Is when I realized that what crunch we went through. Not that we had a bank balance from koi Baap Dada ka koi purana earlier. Dad worked very hard. I was born in a chawl in Prabhadevi. So from there, from a one room to a one bedroom hall to a two bedroom to whatever we own today is all self made by dad, me, Sanjeev, and God's grace. So that particular period was a push for me to say that I have to start contributing. वो एक बुलक कार्ट होता है, उसमें अगर एक बुल रखो तो उतना ही वेट ले सकता है, अगर दो बुल होंगे या तीन होंगे तो चैरियट बन जाता है. So that's how I honestly got pushed by myself. But always thought there was something missing, and that missing part was uh, having education in real estate, being educated and certified real estate. And I think God has been really kind, and that beautiful saying जो English में बोलते हैं कि when the student is ready, the teacher appears.
Very true.
So I found someone like that who got us in shape. When we tied up with NAR in America, we brought education to the country. I tried to push that education to a lot of broker friends who were not ready to accept because it was being promoted by one more broker. And उसमें कोई हमारा vested interest तो था नहीं, हमको तो सबको उसी लेवल पे उठाना था. जब international brokers एक के बाद एक आते जा रहे थे country में, and they were taking away the piece of the pie, तो हमारा business कम होता गया. Is when we realized that we have to, as a community, get our act together. It wasn't very well received, and I understand why. But I'm glad that you and the rest of the gang is really taken up really well after I resigned and got out. I'm very happy.
बस
I think मेरी शक्ल लोगों को पसंद नहीं थी, तो जब आप लोग आए तो शायद शुरू हो गया.
Let me ask you, when you started in '89, how you started? Dad has already started the business and you joined, and what was your initial transaction? What kind of transaction you were
I
handling?
did anything and everything to bring money home, to be honest.
Great.
I've done 500 square feet unsigned industrial estate to get 5,000 rupees a home. I've done Mira Road.
Excellent.
I've done Borivali, Kandivali. I've done all over Bombay. तो बोलते ना, जहाँ पे भी हाथ पैर मार के अच्छी तरह से सच्चा काम करके जो पैसा ला सकते हैं, वैसा काम we did everything.
Great.
But somewhere I think when the markets picked up, which is after Manmohan Singh's liberalization in
Yes.
91-92 के बाद, the real estate market went through a great boom.
Super.
Is when we realize our true potential कि हम लोग अपना टाइम शायद बर्बाद कर रहे हैं छोटे छोटे एवरेज काम करके. कोई काम छोटा नहीं होता है, बट एक चीज बहुत बड़ी सच है जो कड़वी सच है, बड़ा काम करोगे तो बड़ा पैसा मिलेगा, छोटा काम करोगे तो छोटा पैसा मिलेगा. तो वो बहुत जल्दी समझना चाहिए किसी को भी, अगर उसकी पोटेंशियल में है करना तो जरूर बड़ा काम करो, एंड सब काम करो बिकॉज खर्चे तो चलते ही रहते हैं, तो उसको मैच करने के लिए इनकम तो आता रहना चाहिए. But your focus should be on what your expertise is and what your potential is.
So I think your entrance in real estate in '89, as I also joined in '89, I started '89, and as you said correctly, '91 to '94 was the first boom in our journey as a broker. And I think Sanjeet joined in '94, and from '95 onwards, market went in a very, very bad condition. So Sanjeet, I know Sanjeet for quite a few time, and I love certain things about him as an individual. Apart from his wonderful profile, what I like about you, Sanjeet, is one of the most important thing is he's a bit low profile. He thinks twice before speaking anything. He's a very good planner, very good listener, and he wants to make a difference through technology, education. He's a change maker, and he's eagerly waiting for change. He's somebody who will go first and adopt the change. And he's a wonderful speaker also. So, Sanjeet, you entered into commercial, if I'm not mistaken. Chetan is taking care of luxury segment in residential. So, how was your journey? Because when you started and immediately, market went very down. So, did you think that time कि अरे मैं किधर आ गया real estate में?
It was very interesting. So I started in '94 while I was in college when I was 19. So while I was, attending college, I was coming to office also, and that's how the journey began. So my first transaction was 8 months after I joined. So the first 8 months were extremely, pressurizing. I have to do my first transaction. So I think everybody has their first transaction story.
Yes.
I think we earned, 80,000 rupees for the first transaction.
Excellent.
And that's basically when it started. When you taste blood, your first income, it kind of boosts you to go after it. But like you rightly said, in fact I joined probably at the right time because there was such a great learning phase.
Absolutely.
So you don't start on a high, you start at a low, so you know what the low is like, so now you appreciate the high.
Very true.
So like you said, it was such a lull period, and to earn in those next 5 years was such a great challenge. Although we did manage, quite a few transactions in between, but obviously there were highs and lows like our business always has. A few months there's nothing, and few months are excellent. So our USP at that point of time was, Yellow Pages was the only source of advertising.
Yes.
Classified in newspapers were the only two sources of advertising. These two.
Yeah.
So we dominated that zone. Absolutely. I mean, we used to have the biggest ads in the Yellow Pages. So all the foreign clients used to come. There was no internet. They used to come to the hotel and stay. They used to first look at the Yellow Pages under the broker section. कौन है? कौन सबसे बड़ा अच्छा बड़ा ad है? किसका है? Call the guy. Maybe they're the right people to call.
Correct.
So we generated a lot of business of foreign clients through that source at that point of time. Plus a lot of luxury residential we started also through a lot of classified ads and the biggest ads, and 2, 3, 4 ads in one paper at one time, which kind of gave that perception in the market that we're the right people to go after. And we with doing more transactions, we got more experience. We became the right people also. So
absolutely. So you also have that determination. जैसे चेतन ने कहा कि 91 के बाद बहुत IPC आ गए इंडिया में, और खास करके कमर्शियल बिजनेस
They came after 98, after 98.
Yeah. So I still remember the Citizen Association of India, and they were fighting कि बाहर के लोगों को क्यों अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलता है, आने नहीं देना चाहिए, उनको मेंबर भी नहीं बनाना चाहिए. I was a part of that organization also, and तो you always have that feeling कि यार वो IPC कर सकता है तो हम क्यों नहीं कर सकते हैं.
Correct.
So you have always innovated a lot of things in the commercial real estate. So share something about how, if somebody is really looking at a commercial broking, so what are the most important things they should keep it in mind, and what you did to become a successful commercial broker?
I think commercial being one aspect, yes, but I would generally first say that just be honest. If you're honest, and a client can read you through and through. Nobody's a fool nowadays, or even earlier. They can read, I can see honesty. You say what is bad is bad. What you say, what is good. So, in fact, point out what is bad first, so they appreciate you more because they've noticed it.
True.
So they will see you as an honest person and try gain their trust, and obviously give your best. So commercial. So coming back to the IPC section.
Yes.
So there's an interesting thing that I always thought that we had a great market share. There were only 4 or 5 good commercial brokers at that point of time in that era, and having a good market share of commercial business at that point of time, we felt challenged by the IPCs who came in and took away a lot of our business at that point of time. So I always thought that you coming to our country, taking our business away. अब मैं तेरे देश में आके तेरा धंधा लेके जाऊंगा. I always have that thing, and God had gave us this opportunity. They sent somebody from the US who invited us to join their commercial association.
Yes.
And Chetan was the one who pushed me to go ahead and join because I was handling commercial.
True.
And like you rightly said, I grabbed an opportunity for progress and innovation at all times if I find it right. So then we did that, and I started traveling globally, meeting different people across various cities across America. And first 3 years there was no business, but I wanted to stay invested for 5 years because you go to a new place, new country, you don't know anybody. So you need to invest time, money, effort, everything. So we had that 5-year vision. So my third year, we made a decent amount of money, which kind of covered the cost for the next 20 years, for the next 20 visits rather.
Excellent.
So that's one of the innovative things that we did. Plus we did technology. Chetan was always, pro technology. We were the first brokers in India to have a website in '96. Right now, people think your website mein kya badi baat hai, but us time pe you should know that there was no internet connection. People didn't have computers at their houses or offices. Absolutely. And we had a website, the first in the country, and not a single page static website, which people used to have. We had a multi-page website. We had a website which had a map of Mumbai. It was an interactive map. You click on a location, you get onto that location and select properties through that in '96.
Yeah.
Chetan spearheaded that. Of course, we did that together. He can add more on that.
That website came in 2000. So the previous site in '96 was a 5, 6, 7 page kind of a site. And in 2000, I wanted to use technology and take that to a next level. So Sanjeev and I brainstormed and sat with a fabulous guy called Riddhish Trivedi, who is a tech whiz, ex-Hindustan Thompson associate. So we wanted good copywriting, just not a website, but a website that speaks about us, speaks to people. So when somebody comes on there, I think the biggest victory, on the internet, and people should understand, everything is related to the mind and psychology. Aaj agar main, I don't limit you, Vinod, to be a broker who deals in Borivali or Kandivali, just for example.
Absolutely.
And, so suppose somebody is looking for a good property in Borivali and searches that as a search keyword and finds, Vinod Thakur's website or his company name or whatever. जो वर्ड्स वो यूज कर रहा है और जब वो वेबसाइट पे आता है उसको उसी लैंग्वेज में वापस दिमाग में अगर वो आता है तो उधर दिमाग से कि यही हमारा आदमी है भैया, हमको इसको तो ढूंढ रहे थे हम लोग. 80% of your work, you don't have to talk anymore, is done because he's already decided, he or she, that this is the person I'm looking for. So you don't have to market yourself anymore. So that concept should come in really quick with the technology part is what we understood. It works 24/7. Correct?
Yes.
It works worldwide. That's why the World Wide Web. So वो हमको 96 में फटाफट समझ में आ गया कि यार इससे बड़ा येलो पेजेस कोई नहीं है. अभी येलो पेजेस का दुकान बंद करते हैं, and that's when yellow pages shut down, right? So eventually we realized that the whole technology game is changed. Yeah.
So how you got connected to NIR, IIRE? You were president of Indian Institute of Real Estate. So share something about that.
So my friend Naresh Malkani, who started this
IndiaProperties.com.
IndiaProperties.com as a multiple listing service, short form as MLS, which is very famous in America or developed countries for brokers to list properties on a platform where people would come. Like today, you will have a Magic Bricks or a 99 acres. It's a little early. And Start EV had invested some money with Naresh into his project, which was good marketing for him, because when a company like Rupert Murdoch's company invests into a company, it shows that they've done their homework if we have not, right? So that really helped. So we immediately jumped on the bandwagon there, and I think he was the first check that they could manage after 3 months of struggle was ours, which was all of 5,000 rupees for 100 listings. I thought it was peanuts. Because the 500 rupiah per listing, which was going to be on air for 2 months or 3 months, I don't remember, was 10 times or maybe 50 times lesser than a Times of India classified ad, which has 1 day shelf life.
Correct.
So Naresh then guided me through. He could probably see that we were itching and dying to do something more with ourselves and for the industry and with the industry. And I don't think I'm talented, but he brought out that talent in me, saying that you can do it, and he pushed me. I did bring in Sanjeev to, asking, this is something that we'd like to do. A lot of times when you're doing family business, you do have to go through some sort of a process of, making everyone come on the same page to understand. Maybe your mind works as a fast processor, and some people take time, but Sanjeev was really quick to adapt. It took a little time for my father to understand, but then he also came around, because when you see results, at the end of the day, old school people say कि भाई रिजल्ट क्या आएगा, तो रिजल्ट जब आएगा जब कुछ करोगे तब. आज अगर आप कोई स्कूल में जाते हो तो तुमको कोई बोलेगा कि भाई ये फर्स्ट डे पे जून जुलाई में स्कूल में जाते, रिजल्ट क्या आया तेरा, उससे कोई रिजल्ट तो आएगा नहीं जब तक वो 10 फायदा पड़ेगा नहीं.
सही.
So वो रिजल्ट हर आदमी जो ये देख रहा है या सुन रहा है या जो देखेगा later should realize that whatever effort you put in today, whatever hard work you put in today, Vinod, you and I discussed a few days ago कि आज अगर आप ब्रोकर हैं और आप अगर किसी एक क्लाइंट को 20-25 प्रॉपर्टी दिखा के निराश हो जाते हैं क्योंकि उसने लिया नहीं प्रॉपर्टी आपके थ्रू, और ऐसा 3-4 लोगों के साथ होता है, उसमें से आपको निराश होने के बदले में इस चीज़ की खुशी होनी चाहिए कि एक क्लाइंट को 25 दिखाया, 4 को अगर और 25 दिखाया, तो 100 प्रॉपर्टीज की नॉलेज आज आपके पास दिमाग में है. उस चीज को आप अप्लाई करिए और उसमें आगे मेहनत करिए. That's the way you should do it. I don't know whether I've answered and evaded that question.
And I also remember, because when I met you first, I still remember your Andheri West office on the SV Road, very close to SV Road. I came with our 5-6 past presidents.
Yes, area group, yes.
To invite you at our area group annual function where Niranjan Hiranandani was the chief guest and you were guest of honor.
Correct.
I think if I have learned something through NIR India, if I have made so many friends, not within India, across, I always credit, that credit goes to you in my life, to be honest with you, because when I met you first time at your Andheri office and when you shared about NIR and the kind of opportunity one can, go through if somebody really wants to be in that era, I think you were somebody who ignited that in me, which is still there, which is still there. So
it died in me, but it's still there with somebody. So वो आगे मैंने torch pass कर दिया वो.
So my job is to share with as many people as So in each session I share this with all our viewers that unless you go out from your comfort zone and connect with all the networking organizations which are available right now, and technology is making a huge difference. I think this is the biggest opportunity to grow in your business and professionally and also personally. I think my personal growth, had I not been in area or NIR India, I think the way I am thinking towards the organization, towards the industry is completely different. So I also started following you till then. I also saw Times of India में आपका हर week में एक report आता था, your views on market, and also just to see the entire residential का कौन से area में क्या price है,
property prices and my column.
So how did that happen? So it is for all the brokers,
So I think money makes money, and growth, and progress follows growth and progress. So after so we formed IIRE because we wanted to bring in education. We tied up with Government Law College. We almost tied up with Maharashtra State Board of Technical Education, but then eventually learned that they wanted 3 lakh rupees to run that education platform, which as an institute we didn't have. And I had already personally, from my personal saving account, funded that IIRE baby, which had no glory, no joy, no takers. I think you and some people who really, understood it, probably, understood it. But Baki, anyway, so long story short, the IIRE and a lot of quotes that I would give to media, Times of India, Economic Times, various publications, DNA at that time, the DNA paper. And manifestation, you won't believe it. 6 months before I got offered that column to write for Times of India, I used to tell people, somebody would say कि यार चेतन तेरा वो quote पढ़ा आज मैंने वो article के अंदर. I used to just say it out loud कि एक दिन मेरा खुद का column होगा. और 6 महीने के अंदर TOI editor for the property supplement called me and said, would you write a column for us? Because अभी ये तो quote बंद कर, अभी तो हमारे लिए column लिख, तो बहुत ज्ञान बांटता है. So I really enjoyed that 5 years, but at some point after 4-5 years, some sort of repetitive boredom creeped in because the markets were not changing.
Oh.
The markets were fabulous from 2005 mid to 2006 when the growth started. There was a growth story in 2007, 8, then a bubble of Lehman Brothers. 2008 and 9 were such a static period. So likhe to kya likhe, you know, it was like that. So I kind of excused myself from that and took a break and a sabbatical from writing, and still a lot of magazines I wrote for. I wrote for in-flight magazines eventually for my book and a lot of other things, but I still enjoy writing, but yeah, I miss it a little bit, but don't have any gyan to give anymore.
Great. And Sanjeet, technology in those years, technology was not that much, in the marketing arena for real estate. But over last decade, I think we have seen a 360-degree change in technology. So how do you see your organization? What kind of technology you are using, and what change, according to you, which is there in our industry because of technology?
I think social media is playing a key role, of course. I think most of us know the answers now. If a few years ago you would have asked this question, yes, there would have been more relevance. But I think people who follow social media things, I think that's the key right now. Of course, you have to have great content. You have to back that up with, practice what you preach also. Not just preach and then when the client comes, you have nothing to do and show and follow it up. So in our business, I think key thing is, again, always will remain that once you get the client, how you service that client. You may have exploit all the media, social media things as much as possible, but once you actually have the client, how do you handle that client? That's the key. So that part is always will remain in our industry, which is I think all of us who was probably watching also we are all about is that personal touch, that additional X factor that we all give to the client, and of course the knowledge. I wanted to just divert a few things, like you asked about the commercial part.
Yeah.
So traveling around the world, traveling around India. So I missed out on our national network that we had created. So we were one of the first few brokers again in India to probably have a national network created probably 20 years back. So foreign clients used to come and used to take offices through us in Mumbai, and then they used to go to Delhi or Bangalore and take another office. Then I was like, Sala, national business. This is not a local business. This is a national business. So, we started tying up with other brokers in different cities. And we never believed in the fact that you go there and do the work yourself. I always am in favor of having a local person and dealing with that local person, because he has 10 times and 100 times more knowledge than me than I would gain, in such a short span of time. Plus, during registration, you need so much support after the transaction happens also. So it's always best to deal with somebody locally. So we did a lot of national work, right from probably 20 years back till date. So each city we have tie-ups with a lot of people, and I'm happy and open to others approaching us, good people to tie up with.
I believe there is a course of I think one training program from NAR.
Transnational Referee Certification.
TRC, the trans.
We ran that course in 2005.
Both of you have done. Even I have done. So can you share?
We did it.
Yeah. Can you share with our viewers that how this referral business works? What kind of percentage sharing? That will definitely help.
Sanjeet has mastered.
Yeah, Sanjeet.
Let him,
So I think the percentage would depend on people to people. We have a straight and simple percentage within India. What we do is we do a 50-50 share. It's as simple as that. So Vinod bhai, I think we've done a deal recently in Nagpur through one of your offices.
I know. Yeah.
So that is a good deal. But that's what we do. We do a straight 50-50%. Others have a formula which the NAI had brought in of 25% and 75%. But I feel ठीक है, जब मेरे सिटी में आता तो ठीक है, बट मैं उसके सिटी में जाता हूँ तो फिर मुझे उतना कम मिलता है. So let's just be fair and just take 50-50 so everybody's happy.
Correct.
So that's how we do it. And in fact, we have got a lot of, in fact, 90% of the time, we are the ones who are giving out the business, because sitting in Bombay, a lot of business comes into Bombay first and then goes out to the rest of the country, or Delhi typically. So now once we start sharing 50-50 with newer, bigger brokers also sitting in Delhi, Bangalore, wherever, we have also started getting business from them because we are sharing 50-50 and others are sharing 25 or whatever else. So that change people accept, and of course the service also matters. So then that additional difference probably.
You give them some examples of what stuff you've done, maybe Kolkata, Pune, Gurgaon, just
right.
What size, ticket size, kind of,
So our usual size would be anyone the sweet spot of 10 to 50,000 square feet is typically, that's our sweet spot, is what we do. During the lockdown, sitting in Mumbai city during the month of May and June, we concluded a 42,000 square feet office in Calcutta in DLF ITPAC. Sitting in office, I've still till date I've not visited the office. There is no broker also in that property. There's no broker involved. Direct client, direct DLF is the landlord, and we did it sitting in Mumbai during the lockdown. So that is one of the good highlights, and got us through the lockdown period. Various, we've done 50,000 square feet in Delhi, Noida, various. I don't want to brag, but we do a lot of research. We do a lot of property valuation assessments across India for a lot of companies. In fact, if a lot of mergers and acquisitions happen. Let's say IBM is taking over a very large company, IT company in Bangalore. They want all their properties and assets valued and verified. So we do that also. We've gone all the way to Coimbatore, to various places, get those valuations done and give them report. Of course, we charge very hefty fee to them. So it's worth that much. So that's all. That's a lot of things that we do additional apart from that what we do usually.
Excellent. I think, and this must be coming from certain education, certain training program. You must be associated with a lot of affiliation with different organizations. I have also seen both of you, MRICS. So can you share something about, if you can share something about those kind of organizations where brokers can do those kind of courses and get an opportunity to learn and connect?
MRICS is only on invitation. M means member, and RICS is the Royal Institute Charter Surveyors from the UK.
Yeah.
When I was heading IIRE, India Institute of Real Estate, at that point in 2007 or somewhere there, RICS had approached us as an institute to come in and merge, together. But at that time, they were asking for about 8 lakhs equivalent Indian rupees as an annual fee and a course fee to become a chartered surveyor and a valuer. And हमारे यहाँ तो यार कोई किसी को 20-25 हज़ार से ऊपर किसी चीज़ के लिए खर्चा करने की आदत है नहीं. So I told him, when you get the price down to the Indian and McDonald's patty burger, आलू वाला टिक्की burger का रेट लेके आएगा तब हमारे पास आना. But then they came eventually on their own when a lot of FDI policies opened. So RICS is strictly on invitation. It does not go out to, sorry if I sound wrong, I don't mean anything else, but it is only by invitation, doesn't go out to everybody. There is a proper due diligence and a process of vetting कि कौन क्या करता है, कितने पानी में है, कितना पैसा बनाता है, क्या टर्नओवर है, क्या बैकग्राउंड है, क्या बिजनेस की जानकारी है, एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट. So they handpick people. They do invite people to their conferences, but they don't offer membership. So I was in the first 20 in the country to be given the eminent membership, along with the likes of Surendra Inamnani and a lot of stalwarts in the industry. And for me, that was another feather in the cap. And I don't wear a cap, but a proud moment, if I may say, on behalf of all my broker friends in India, saying that Indian local broker could reach that mukam कि भाई आज हमारे को लोग recognize करते हैं. So that was great. So I don't know if I've been able to help you, besides bragging a little about it, but the idea is not to brag.
No, no, no. But it's a good insight. And recently, NIR, along with the RICS, have started few courses, and I think first batch is already there. They have completed 2 or 3, batches.
So the membership is a process, and it's pretty expensive. So अभी recently मैंने उसका कुछ 27,000 rupees per year का वापस भरा. तो कभी-कभी लगता है भाई साहब इसका वसूली कब होगा कि 10 years से अभी paying 25,000, Sanjeet's paying 25,000, so 5 lakhs between us, But it is a recognized logo. It is a recognized body. So is Urban Land Institute, which is still not really got deep into India yet. ULI is one of the mothers and fathers of real estate. I mean, अभी तक जो आपने देखा है NAR and RICS, okay, चलो ठीक है, but ULI unites the whole world on a different platform.
I think
Only MDs and CEOs of construction companies, infrastructure companies, only chairmen, CEOs, MDs, only of those. No mixed crowd there.
I think you assisted ULI in 2007 when they wanted to come and do some program.
Yes. Had the good fortune on a day of Holi. तो उनको बॉम्बे की साइट सीइंग करनी थी. So we had a friend, broker friend, who organized a tour for them. But I held a conference for them at the Taj Mahal at Colaba, where I invited the likes of my friend Jagdish Valecha of Valecha Engineering, who's an infrastructure bigwig, and a couple of prominent people in Bombay to that conference to discuss with them and give them some insight and stuff like that. Then ULI invited me to Shanghai to them and talk about our Indian scenario. So it was a good quid pro quid, and it was good to exchange our ideas as Indians with ULI, because there are members in India. The Manish Maker is one of them. Maker. There are, I think, about at least 15-20 people across the country who are ULI members. I have become an honorary member. I have no idea how. I honestly, I don't pay anything. उन्होंने बस मेरे को एनरोल कर दिया. मेंबर बुलाते रहते हैं. मैं बोला अच्छा ये तो फ्री में मिल गया मेरे को. Yes, sir.
I think Sanjeet, you also have been part of some networking organization, and especially I would like to ask you something about TRAC, the Real Estate King, which is one of the prominent organization in Mumbai. So you are part of TRAC. So can you share something with our viewers?
Sure. So I've also come across a lot of associations within India, and not at the cost of again bragging or sorts for TRAC, but I feel by far TRAC has been the most disciplined organization, most with the most good quality members as members in the group, and which is what makes TRAC exceptional, compared to any other group that I have witnessed. It's the quality of people and the leadership. The leadership works extremely hard to give out good content, good knowledge, good sessions, good study tours, conferences, and of course we all have amazing discipline amongst each other. So which is what makes us very unique from the other associations, which are ठीक है session है, आए तो आए, नहीं आए तो नहीं आए. So in TRAC, if you don't come, there's a fine, which is just for namesake, but it's kind of just brings about that discipline in everybody. and it's mainly about it's the people which make Trek what it is right now, and it's been very close to my heart because before it was formally formed, we were all part of it since the beginning, and I was more involved since the beginning when it was raw and nothing. And my cousin was who had started this group initially. It was an informal group, and then I was helping him take it forward, and then got formalized into a actual formal group later on.
I think you have national and international study tour. I think I don't find any organization in India who has done this kind of program for the members, and which has been a amazing opportunity for all the members in terms of business and in terms of knowledge about that particular city.
No, absolutely. Like the Dubai tour was an absolute success. Like we had sponsors like Emaar and Dubai Properties and various large groups there, and they still want to tie up with us again. Even till date, we keep getting requirements and inquiries from them to tie up with us for their tours and getting people there. So it is good value.
Yeah, it's a great value for any developer who are doing who have a national presence in India, and maybe international brand who wants to have a connect in India with the top brokers. I think Trek can be one of the most important organization for them. At one platform they are getting this opportunity to connect with them.
I still have not been invited to be a Trek member. Can you imagine? I don't qualify only.
You have I have seen you once, Chetan.
Guest appearance था ना, वही तो बोल रहा हूँ. बुलाते ही नहीं ये लोग.
नहीं, उसका रीजन है कि I can see complete two side in both of you. You are completely different than Sanjeet. So you both have chosen a different organization where you are fitting in those organizations. Sanjeet may not be fit for which organization you are roaming around.
Yeah, that I don't mess around with RICS at all. That's Chetan's department, so I don't speak there.
So great, I think amazing. I want to ask you, what is your experience of COVID? Sanjeet, first you. How was your experience in three things? Personal experience as a human being, then professionally, and how do you see market from here? How COVID is going to impact the real estate market?
So personally, first, well, obviously, initially we were all busy with the sea or the storm of webinars going on throughout the day, which is why I think all of us survived. There was a low time, I'm sure, with everybody, where you suddenly feel useless because you're used to doing things all throughout. But I think I would honestly say this and accept this today in your platform, that I survived that because of Trek. Because I got involved in certain Trek activities and certain Trek webinars, and I was so involved in that. I actually cruised through because of my involvement and conducting those webinars and interviewing developers and doing things, and it really helped me, honestly. And in fact, I shared that with my wife also, because if Trek nahi hota, to I would have been really more depressed probably at this time. And then, of course, a few transactions came along, like one of those Calcutta transactions I told you about. So I got really busy in those, and then I survived through because of that. In terms of the markets, I think the commercial market slowed down a bit. We did a lot of calls with a lot of our clients and landlords to renegotiate leases and whatever else. I'm sure all of us did.
Yes.
And currently, I see there is a lot of demand coming back inside the market. There is a lot of activity that is happening in the commercial real estate space. You and I may not feel it or get those inquiries, but a lot of things are happening at the back. And I will also, say this, that a lot of it is being done by the IPCs, which I'm aware of, because I'm competing with them for a few things. And a lot of local brokers also are doing a lot of pre-lease transactions in the commercial space, which is why that is keeping that market alive. So renting is happening also, and again back-to-back pre-lease is happening. So these are the two key things which are happening. Companies jisko downsize karna tha, they've almost kind of done it, but since things are coming back to normal, most of them are continuing where they are. Unless their leases are expiring, they may renegotiate where they are, a little more harder with the landlord, or probably move on. That's what I feel right now.
What is your view on co-working and work from home culture, which is happening now? What do you think? How is the future for both this?
So these are two totally different things actually. Work from home. So what I know from a lot of multinational clients of ours is work from home. 30 to 40% ratio is what most of the large companies are doing as work from home, and that is where. But they are still keeping their office where they are because they've already invested that much in the office. So it's not actually making enough economic sense for them to move lock, stock, barrel, because this may last for a year because the vaccines have come in. It'll come back probably back to normal again. But a lot of work from home. Some companies have got 20% permanent work from home people, and just sign off for work from home and just don't never come back to the office kind of situation. Co-working space has started growing in the last 2 months. We have some Fortune 200 companies who we are dealing with currently, who are leaving good, expensive PKC offices right now and are moving into co-working spaces. So that is picking up and will pick up furthermore. In fact, in one of the earlier webinars, with Coordinate Global, which I'm a member of also, one of the co-working space owners, was saying that they have 50% of their inquiries are for 500 seats and above in co-working space. So that speaks a lot of numbers, and they have lots of co-working space across the country. So the 50% volume for their future transactions I've already been kind of lined up. And they're in fact scouting for more spaces to accommodate additional requirements and inquiries. So it is going to grow faster, in fact, than earlier, I feel.
Thank you. Friends, before I ask Chetan about the COVID experience, if you have any question, please put it on the chat box. So once we finish our interaction, I will take those questions. So yes, Chetan, would you like to share your COVID experience and how do you see market going from here now?
I exhausted all the series on Netflix and Prime. I had run out of things to watch. So that's my COVID experience. I am not allergic to webinars, but too much gyan can really drain you. And I somehow feel very conceited when I say this, that I think I have enough gyan now to, share. Sit with people like you, yes, but to sometimes just listen randomly to people is not my appetite really. COVID was a personal experience because I had it in September. It was the best freedom I had for 14 days from everyone. I was locked up in my room, and by the grace of God, it's a huge room. So I really enjoyed myself for the 14 days. I was scared to come out later कि साला बाहर जाके वापस दुनिया में step करना पड़ेगा. But other than that, jokes apart, in April when somebody had asked me this question, how do you see this market, in an interview that I did for a newspaper, how do you see the market evolve after post-COVID era? The first question was, when is post-COVID going to be, was my question. Abhi tak nahi hua hai post-COVID. COVID still exists. So my first reaction was that the real estate market in the residential segment will definitely see a lot of movement because as we lived from, I think, 20th or some odd March till about just April, which was only a month that time, it was very easy to predict that people are going to want more space for home. Just not because you want to work out of home, but just when you start realizing when you all live together that sometimes, your house can be a little small, pokey, and if you can afford it, why not? Even if you have to change location, you could have a better lifestyle. That movement is going to come. I also predicted by the grace of God that the fence sitters, जो लोग सोच रहे थे कि यार market नीचे जाएगा, बाद में लेंगे, they also got a nice push somewhere around September, October by the government of Maharashtra, slashing the stamp duty rates. Hence, we saw a great boom, registrations. Of course, ticket size were different, but nevertheless, people did take that decision and take that leap and jump in and buy. So that did come true, which was nice that it did come true, because at the end of the day, whether you work from home or not, you realize home is where you really belong at the end of the day. आज किसी को कोई चॉइस दिया जाए कि ये लो 50 करोड़ रुपया, आप बिजनेस छोड़ दोगे, धंधा छोड़ के घर पे बैठोगे, आई थिंक मोर देन 50% विल जंप एंड से यस कि भैया ठीक है, अभी बस हो गया, अब मैं पैसे एंजॉय करता हूँ, वेकेशन पे जाता हूँ, गोवा जाता हूँ, मालदीव जाता हूँ, जहाँ सब लोग जा रहे हैं आजकल, और वहां पे बैठ के ऐश करता हूँ, धंधा गया भाड़ में, मेरे को पैसे आ गए, खत्म हो गया. That is the reality of life, that people would want to be on a vacation, beach or mountain, wherever, and relax, and work can happen. So structuring your life differently is something that we all realize. I realize as a person that you can survive under in weather, any storm that comes through, if you stay grounded, if you believe in the creator of the universe and the force of above, which is guiding us. We still are going through the process. It's going to be a long curve. The luxury property segment once again saw a fabulous surge of demand through that period. Not as many transactions happened as I would have wanted to, but I think it saw a good percentage of either supply coming in of good quality stuff, or even transactions happening. The demands have been nice. I think so far we've got a lot of good demand from decent kind of price bracket. The kind of segment that I work in typically would be about 15-20 crore plus in the residential segment, that would go up to 50, 60, 80, 100, 200, 300 crores of residential space. Not so surprisingly, but I don't think COVID has anything to do with it. But four different pharma company families, not pharma companies wanting to buy, but the chairmans and whatever of the pharma companies who have come to me with different price budgets, 150 crores, 300 crore, 250 crore, Juhu, Bandra, Worli. And that means that people are now saying कि यार ठीक है, कोविड है, हो गया, बट यार हम लोग अपनी जिंदगी कब जिएंगे, ये पैसे जो बनाए उसको कब यूज करेंगे, are making that move. Those fence sitters I was talking about, they are now moving and understanding that just keep making money all your life and not being able to spend it right for you and your family makes no sense,
And I think we've also seen traction from NRIs. More NRIs, buying this luxury segment because of the attractive price and the rate of Indian rupee.
Dollar in UK. But I think most of the debate and battle that I have seen with NRIs are their ticket sizes still remain between 50 lakhs and 3 crores. Anytime you cross the 5 crore bracket, you start hearing things like इतने में तो मैं लॉस एंजलिस में बंगलो विद स्विमिंग पूल एंड टेनिस कोर्ट ले सकता हूँ, या मैं ये पार्ट के वर्ल्ड में ये ले सकता हूँ. So it is a little saddening to see that comparative study, especially when you talk about a metro like Mumbai. I really wish their reference point would have been क्या तुम ये न्यूयॉर्क में ले सकते हो, या लंदन में ले सकते हो, या टोक्यो में ले सकते हो, which are the commercial hubs in terms of expensive properties. You compare apple with an apple. आज तो मैं भी कुछ भी जाके फुकेत में, बैंकॉक में कहीं पे भी ले सकता हूँ, सस्ता सुंदर टिका हो यार. You can't compare that. Los Angeles has got so much land, LA has got so much land, and the other parts of United States has got so much area, स्क्वायर किलोमीटर्स में हम लोग तो इतने हैं और उनका साइज देखोगे तो इतने हैं, पूरी कंट्री की बात कर रहा हूँ.
Great.
So, yeah.
I think it was wonderful experience for me, and I'm sure viewer must have enjoyed the conversation with both of you. And I always believe that each and every successful person has, some good habits. Their habits make them what they are. So, Sanjeet, would you like to share how your day start, and and how do you spare your time? What do you do apart from the business also? So that will help to understand the people, who is Sanjeet.
So I'm very unlike any person who has a routine.
Ah.
Like 6 बजे उठो, बाद में ये करो, बाद में वो करो. My every day is different.
Excellent. I was expecting this because
I don't plan
wonderful.
my day. I do as per the flow of things.
Excellent.
That's how I am. I like to be fluid. I like to be flexible. I like to adapt. That's how I like to be. I don't like to be pushed or told or कि ऐसे करना है, यहाँ जाना है, वहाँ करना है. I like to be totally free in my mind to do what I want when I want, basically.
But
So there is no fixed thing in that. But what I like to believe and follow is what our father has always taught us, is have a balance in life of 4 things. One is your health,
Oh.
your family,
Excellent.
prayers, and work.
Super.
जिंदगी में ये 4 चीज का बैलेंस तुमने कर लिया तो then you are a successful person. So you have to give balanced time to these 4 important things in life. And I think Chetan and I think we are all doing the same, and that's what's keeping us sane. And we are going ahead with that, basically.
What are your hobbies? What gives you kicks?
What gives me kicks?
Red Bull.
Apart from my wife, yeah. Honestly, I'm not hard pressed on anything in life.
Excellent, yeah.
I am free from everything. I
Amazing.
am not stuck on anything.
You are at above level, boss. आप विपश्यना में पहुंच गए आप. Amazing. I think I must appreciate and I admire for your thought. If city like Mumbai, you can be like that. It's amazing. Yeah.
I generally don't. I'm like I said, I'm fluid. I don't get stuck to anything.
Chetan, I know you have a lot of other interests, habits. You have a lot of passion for writing also, and I believe you have written a book of your sun sign. Can you share something about that?
On sun signs, not my sun sign, but everyone's sun signs by their gender, by male, female. Yes, it's a hobby and passion.
Yeah.
But you asked about routine, so I get up in the morning, I brush my teeth. Sorry. So I also like to, this is a really bad joke though, but I would have really liked to pursue stand-up comedy. In 98, I thought I wanted to open a stand-up comedy club. I identified a property at Lakshmi Industrial Estate.
Yeah.
And I was also wanting to open a bowling alley with that and the concept of a, slightly small, setup with a stand-up comedy scene. But I thought I would bomb because I didn't want people to laugh at me. I would want to make them laugh at my jokes, but I thought I would be a bad performer. So I didn't do that. But I think Sanjeet, me, my family, we have a routine. We have a set of prayers that we start with in our day in the morning, after which, you have your breakfast and routine. And then we have another set of prayers, which typically, I think, I don't know if Sanjeet is still practicing with his wife or he's doing on his own sometimes. But my wife and I, we sit together and finish our prayers together. My parents and both my mother and father sit and do their prayers together. It's a routine set. And like Sanjeet said, I think none of us have routine. And I think it goes to most of our real estate broker friends. We have the independence of being businessmen and, doing things and taking things the way they go flow. But long back, I think after Lehman Brothers, I got that sabbatical from writing for Times of India and work really slowed down a lot. So I think the sabbatical never ended and I really got used to it. And so I started a different routine, which I've changed now recently, that I used to go to office from 12 to 4:15. Like a school kid, I would have my backpack ready at 4:20, 4:25 and run to the car, go to the tennis court, play tennis for 2 hours, then hit the gym for about 30, 40 minutes, back home by 8, have your dinner, watch some Netflix and go to bed. That's my routine. बट आई चेंज नाउ पोस्ट कोविड. अभी पैसा बनाने का है, विनोद ठक्कर जैसा बड़ा आदमी बनने का है. तो हमारे फोकस में अभी ऐसा है कि 11 बजे ऑफिस पहुंच जाओ. अभी हम लोग संजीत और मैं क्या कर रहे हैं, अभी हम लोग एक पोस्ट कोविड हम लोग ने एक कॉल सेंटर चालू किया ऑफिस में. हम लोग अभी क्या बोलते हैं, शिफ्ट में काम करते हैं. मैं 11 से 2 जाता हूँ, मेरी गाड़ी निकल रही होती है, संजीत की गाड़ी आ रही होती है, तो ये 2 से 6 जाता है. अभी देखो ऑफिस का काम करता है और रियल एस्टेट कमर्शियल ऑफिस में बैठा है, मैं घर का काम करता हूँ, मैं घर में बैठा हूँ. तो ऐसा हो रहा है अभी आजकल. That's it, brother.
Now we move to a personal, one-liner question kind of thing.
Rapid fire.
Yeah, rapid fire. That actually unveil your personality, who you are.
True, sir. Yes.
So what does success mean to Chetan?
I am a capitalist. Capitalist का हिंदी में मतलब है जिसको पैसा प्यारा है. Not necessarily in a dirty way. So I think success honestly has a direct correlation to money. Anybody who says that पैसे में क्या रखा है, ये मैंने डायलॉग पहले एक इंटरव्यू में भी बोला था, जिसके पास बहुत पैसा है ना वही बोलता है पैसे में क्या रखा है. किसी गरीब आदमी से नहीं सुनोगे पैसे में क्या रखा है, या कोई मीडियोकर लाइफ जी रहा है वो कभी नहीं बोलेगा पैसे में क्या रखा है. तो मैं हमेशा लोगों को बोलता हूँ कि सच्ची तरह से अच्छी तरह से पहले सबसे पहले पैसा बनाओ. आज जो भी मैं बोलता हूँ कि मैं 12 से 5 काम करता था, टेनिस खेलता था, सर एक जमाने में 9 बजे निकल के 10 बजे घर आते थे. आपने भी किया, सबने किया है. कभी जिंदगी में ड्राइवर नहीं था, ड्राइवर नहीं, गाड़ी ऐसी अफोर्ड कर पाते थे मुश्किल से, तो ड्राइवर कहाँ से रखेंगे. टाउन जाना आना, कफ परेड, कोलाबा, बॉम्बे में तो यार आधी जिंदगी जर्नी में निकल जाती है.
Great.
Success equals to money, definitely lots of money. And with money you can buy happiness. Anybody who says you can't buy happiness is bullshit. Yeah. Happiness of your mind, your emotion, your relationship with people is one thing.
True.
Happiness of monetary kind is another thing. You buy a big home for your family, that brings happiness to your family and everybody's happy suddenly.
So that
jewelry and diamonds for your wife, she'll be happy. My wife is a pretty satisfied woman. She doesn't like jewelry much. So मैं बच गया उसमें, लेकिन फिर it does. There is a big relation with that. Sorry, इसको मैंने बहुत elaborate कर दिया because people misunderstand that quote.
Two way of putting it, वो आनंद और खुशी वो दो अलग चीज है. वो एक आनंद मिलता है, एक में खुशी मिलती है. Yes, Sanjeet, what does success mean to you?
Success for me means the day I sit for meditation and I get engrossed in it. That is success for me.
Excellent. What does money means to you now, Chetan?
What does money, Chetan?
Money means a decent amount of power. Any power that is misused with money is wrong kind of power and wrong kind of money. We all seen these kind of people, right?
What does money means to you?
So money means power to me.
Great, excellent. Yeah. Sanjeet, money?
Money, I would agree to a certain extent that money can get you happiness and make your mind lighter and make you more relaxed. So you don't stress about earning more.
Excellent. Which is the favorite place in the world, Chetan?
For me?
Yeah.
I love my country.
Excellent. Sanjeet?
I like Canada. Canada, Vancouver, Whistler. I mean, it's one of the most beautiful places I like.
Your favorite book, apart from your own book, Chetan?
Can I go back to the last question about Canada? I said the day I have enough money, enough power to have 2 maids who I'll keep and treat really well, which I do here even in our Mumbai house. I have at least 2 drivers and 5 cars. Then I would be moneyed, powerful, happy, Canadian, Australian, whatever. But there is one beautiful quote in English: I'd rather live like a king in a poor country, which I still feel we are still going through that stage of growth. I don't mean poor by that any other way. Then live like a poor man in a Dubai or a Canada or an America and have to slog for everything. बैंक जाना है तो खुद जाके लाइन में खड़े रहो, ये करना है तो खुद करो, वो करना है तो खुद करो. कितना भी पैसा होना कोई नहीं जाता है करने को. Sorry, your next question was, sir?
Your favorite book?
My favorite book are all spiritual, if not philosophical. So There are a couple of nice books that I've read of Radha Swami Satsangi called Mysticism 1, Mysticism 2. They still remain one of my favorite books because very easy read, very simple way of how you can connect with the universe, with the superpower, how to meditate, how to connect with God through Shabad and all of that stuff. Very nice. So, yeah.
Sanjit, your favorite book?
I would say Tintin.
Sorry?
Tintin.
Tintin.
Yeah. The comic book.
Amazing. Very good.
My childhood best. I mean, nothing can beat Tintin. So
I think that's how your foundation is, Our foundation is from there, what you like that time.
Right.
Expand hota hai fir wo. Very good. And your favorite leader, maybe from any sphere, from across the world. Yes, Sanjit, first you.
So, like I said, I'm fluid. So I don't have a hard-pressed person, but my personal spiritual guru was my mama, my mother's brother, who brought me in the line of meditation and prayers and whatever else. So I would find him as my guru.
Excellent.
Yes,
Yes.
I think I'd say ditto to that. And other than that, I think our forefathers in our country, like not to sound very patriotic, I'm not trying to be crude that way. I'm just saying that someone like Mahatma Gandhi, really inspirational. Really, Sanjeet's born on that day, 2nd of October, as Mahatma Gandhi. So हमारे घर में भी है गांधी भाई.
Yeah. I think India and we are not complete without Bollywood. So Bollywood at one stage of time for every individual. I was.
वापस अपनी तारीफ सुननी है विनोद को. वापस अमिताभ बच्चन बुलवाना ही है. मेरे को मालूम है.
Which is your favorite film, Sanjit, in Bollywood?
I think Jaani Bhi To Yaaro was one of the most funniest things that we had seen as all of us, I think, from our childhood.
Superb, yeah, very good. And your favorite hero and heroine both?
Honestly, I don't idolize any hero or heroine. Honestly. I mean, you see them, you like them, but I don't fancy or I am not hard pressed on like I'm a hardcore fan of anybody. Honestly.
Any Hollywood?
I mean, I like good actors, but yeah, I'm not like hardcore, but probably George Clooney or Brad Pitt or there are quite a few. Then I have to go on, but
that's right, no problem. And heroine?
Hollywood heroine.
Bollywood, Hollywood both.
Hint, Angelina Jolie. Hint.
Yeah, I like action movies. So then she was good in Tomb Raider. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, she's hot.
Yeah, and Chetan, your choice of
sorry, first question was movie.
Movie.
जब भी वो वीडियो कैसेट आते थे ना तभी हमारे नेबर के पास शान पिक्चर की और नमक हलाल की वीडियो कैसेट्स थे जो हम बोरो करके देखते थे. उन्होंने खरीद रखा था तो भी बार-बार जाके उनसे वही पिक्चर बिकॉज़ तभी तो दूरदर्शन वाला जमाना था.
क्रांति
was a horrible movie. It was like a torture. But Namak Halal with Amitabh Bachchan एक गाने के सब lyrics by heart कर लिए, सब कर लिए, तो बस वो था. As far as Bollywood stars are concerned, I like and admire the progress Hrithik Roshan made as from a teenager to a man. I mean, I know him from my Jujumkhana workout days, and he and Sunaina have been known them for a very long time, sister. So I like and admire people who develop themselves to become somebody. Just because Rakesh Roshan's father is not why Hrithik Roshan is who he is today. He's worked very hard to be who he is today. So I really like him, admire him. And I find Shilpa Shetty really cute, but I recently saw her restaurant as a complete seafood non-veg restaurant. So I have an issue with non-veg. So I'm pure vegetarian aadmi hu. But other than that, I think she's really adorable.
Your favorite sports or a sportsman, Sanjit?
Squash. Squash is my favorite sport. Sports person. I would say Federer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, Sanjit.
चेतन
सॉरी.
हाँ यार क्या है बार बार संजीत लगा रखा है तुमने. हाँ अमिताभ बच्चन का डायलॉग मारू गया अभी मैं. अच्छा सुनो तो ऐसा है हमारे नोवाक जोकोविक टेनिस प्लेयर. I really like him. Again, he's a very balanced guy. If you ever hear him talk, if you see him on the tennis court, and that's exactly how I am. I think I am another joker. He's also called Joker. So I am also like that on tennis court. जब मैं टेनिस खेलने नहीं जाता हूँ तो I know I admit it doesn't sound nice to say it myself. मेरे दोस्त बोलते हैं कि तू 1 हफ्ते से आया नहीं, अभी तो मैं 3 महीने से नहीं गया हूँ because of my hip injury. कि तू नहीं आता है तो मजा ही नहीं आता है. मार्कर्स और जो बॉल बॉय जो बॉल हमको पास करते हैं वो बोलते हैं सर आप आते हैं कि बहुत बोर होते हैं हम लोग. आप आते हैं तो हंसाते हैं, मजाक कराते हैं. तो जोकोविक is one of them who entertains the crowd, entertains the ball boys, plays with them. It's nice. So anybody who's humble in a sports field or any field is an amazing person.
Very good. I think superb यार. I really enjoyed. बहुत मजा आया मुझे आप दोनों से बात करते हुए.
हमको भी सर.
फाइनल क्वेश्चन एक ये है कि आप दोनों को रियल एस्टेट में मतलब whom you see कि रियल एस्टेट में जिनको आपको देख के throughout your life, your career, you like someone who has made an impression in your life, professional life. It can be a developer, it can be a broker, anybody from real estate industry. If you would like to say something about, if you have any name whom you can you can start first.
I always wanted to become like.
So he's frozen.
Yeah, I think some internet problem.
We're all right. So maybe I'll go at it.
Yeah, you can start.
You just pause Sanjeet for a bit. Yeah. So I idolize anybody who is self-made, again in the development segment also. Also along with that, anybody who's done it in the clean way. One of them would be definitely my very, very close friend Vikas Oberoi, who is again a self-made guy. His father did start real estate in a small way, but the way he scaled up, and I know he used to share his dreams with me about how he wanted to be in the Forbes, top 100 and then 10 in the world. And anybody with that kind of vision and with very little borrowing in the market to have created a great name for himself is. A lot of people do have some complaints with him and the way he has done business, but everybody you deal with, you'll have some complaint or the other.
Nobody's perfect.
You cannot have access to everybody. You cannot be on the good side of everybody, and that is the reality of life. आजकल अगर विनोद ठक्कर और भी बड़ा ब्रोकर बन गया तो हम फोन करेंगे तो शायद उठाएगा भी नहीं, तो वो भी होता है ऐसा. तो so that's why I think Vikas Oberoi I think is one of the inspirations of a self-made developer. And if you don't know, I think Sanjeet could probably throw in a little light if he wishes to, but Mr. Maker, who's Dr. Maker's father, who started Maker and Maker, was an LIC agent.
Wow.
And he started a real estate company as a developer, I think when he was at the age of 50 plus or 54 or 55, I remember right, which is unbelievable. Somebody to start a new real estate venture as a developer in those days, So also him for having created a beautiful empire and amazing real estate in Nariman Point, Cuff Parade, to remember us. And now, of course, with Make a Max City, which Sanjeet does a lot of business in. So he'll throw in some light there.
Yeah, Sanjeet, sorry, we got disconnected in between. So your thoughts on that?
Yeah. So I idealize my father. So since childhood, I wanted to be as successful as him. And, probably I used to think that time, even if I'm like 10% of what he is as a personality, as a person, it'd be great. So that's one of my first heroes in my life and always will be. And in terms of real estate industry people, when I joined commercial real estate, mainly I started with residential commercial first and then focused on commercial, which is what I like. I think Neville Mehta and Rajesh Mehta were the two big commercial names which I used to hear all the time, doing transactions in Nariman Point, Cuff Parade, and those areas. So I used to always look up to them. I used to be like, I also want to be known probably in that field like that. So those are the two old stalwarts at that time. And I did do transactions with them later on in life where we almost were, I got to learn a lot from them also.
Wonderful. I think We have a few questions I would like to just ask, and then we can conclude. Mr. Shashank Parekh is asking, I have just started a business as a broker. What advice would you offer a 21-year-old stepping into this business? He's a young guy.
My son is 21. उसको भी रियल एस्टेट में ले आओ, साथ में काम करो उसके. I promise, मैं संजीत और मैं तुम लोगों को कोचिंग देंगे. उसको खाली डाइविंग करने का है. ये थर्ड जनरेशन में ऐसे ही होता है, ब्रदर. But I'm glad that you're inspired. I recently spoke to a broker who called me through one of our listings on Magic Bricks, who's only 22 years of age. And I was so impressed by the way he spoke to me. It sounded like I'm talking to some 30-year-old experience, somebody senior in that age type of thing, कि जिसको आता है business. And I asked him, तू कब से कर रहा है? बोला 1-2 साल ही हुआ है and all that. So I think it is the drive first कि आपको क्या इंस्पायर करता है, आप क्यों करना चाहते हैं, आप क्या डिफरेंस ला सकते हैं इस बिजनेस में. अगर जहाँ पे ऑलरेडी 1000 ब्रोकर हैं, व्हाट विल मेक यू स्टैंड आउट, व्हाट विल मेक यू डिफरेंट. देयर इज नो बुक मैनुअल for real estate to be learned. Real estate is a huge long process. It is a lot of hardship. जो आपको दिखता है ना, इसने ब्रोकर ने एक डील करके 1 लाख बना लिया या 10 लाख बना लिया, 1 करोड़ बना लिया, वो उसने 10, 20, 30 साल की मेहनत के बाद आज जाके वहां पहुंचा है, तो उसको वो धंधा मिल रहा है. तो वो कभी भूलना नहीं. तो इतना आसान नहीं है जितना दिखता है. Your learning curve is going to be non-stop, being on field, seeing as many properties, gaining as much knowledge about properties, because आप ultimately बेच या रेंट पे वही दे रहे हो जो आप जिसकी जानकारी है. आपको जितना आप बाहर निकलोगे, जितना लोगों से मिलोगे, जितनी प्रॉपर्टीज देखोगे, उतनी आपकी नॉलेज बढ़ेगी. जब नॉलेज बढ़ेगी तो आप कुछ बांट पाओगे क्लाइंट्स को कि मेरे पास क्या है दिखाने के लिए. That's my 2 bit. Sanjeet can add a little bit more.
Yes, Sanjeet.
Right. So I feel Chetan has hit the nail right on spot. Knowledge is power. So the product you're trying to sell, you have to have a complete knowledge of that. Knowledge होगा तो आप additional information भी दे पाएंगे जो that client may or may not be able to see. So today, after 27 years of experience, I can say that I can give the client everything on one plate. Like there are 10 things, and I can just do this and put it on a plate. Okay. So I know कि शुरू में कि बाद में ये problem आने वाला है, तो let's do a solution for that today only, so that we don't face that problem, or we can save time if we do it this way. So then basically experience and knowledge, you have to just. So there will be times where you will get frustrated कि काम नहीं हो रहा है, 6 महीना 8 महीना कोई ब्रोकरेज नहीं आया. 100% होगा. Just stick to it. Just keep following the path. As you gain knowledge, you will gain money. I would say as simple as that. You'll make more. The more money you want to make, stay in it, stick in it for a longer time.
शशांक, उसका कोई ऐप नहीं है जो संजीत ने किया. उसका कोई ऐसा ऐप नहीं है. वो देखिए सब कुछ वो थाली में जितना खाना परोसा है उसको सब बनाना पड़ेगा. एक आइटम लाके सब्जी काट के फिर बनाना पड़ेगा, फिर जाके थाली ऊपर से.
Chetan, you have given that idea to someone who will create this app. ऐसा करके ऐप आने वाला है कि
जिंदगी में नहीं होगा. ये यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स से डेवलप मार्केट्स तक में जब तक आपको नॉलेज फील्ड की नहीं है, तब तक कुछ. आज आप प्रॉपर्टी दिखाने क्लाइंट को जा रहे हो, आपको प्रॉपर्टी कभी देखी नहीं है, आप खुद गूगल मैप्स यूज करोगे तो वो सामने वाला क्या सोचेगा आपके बारे में.
Great. One more question from Rakesh Agarwal from Bhopal. He wants to ask to Sanjeet कि कमर्शियल ट्रांजैक्शन जो है रेंटल के, उसमें ब्रोकरेज टर्म्स कैसा रहता है? वो सिटी वाइज चेंज होता है कि व्हाट इज द स्टैंडर्ड ब्रोकरेज टर्म्स?
So good question. So brokerage is very variant, but काफी बदलता रहता है brokerage. हर जगह हर सिटी में सेम नहीं होगा for sure. So मुंबई में लैंडलॉर्ड आज की तारीख में 2% रेंट पे देते हैं, 2 महीना रेंट पे देते हैं, and 1 to 2% सेल पे देते हैं. Typically we always push for 2%, we achieve 2% also from them. So I have always been in favor of pushing hard for brokerage, and never leave any landlord or client for the brokerage bit of it. That's our bread and butter, and we should always not feel shy. हक का पैसा है, हक से मांगो उसको, and confidently मांगो. आप ही नर्वस होके मांगोगे तो वो तो आपको दबा ही देगा. That's the first key lesson.
स्टार्ट से मांगो, बाद में नहीं मांगो. स्टार्ट से
हाँ, शुरू से ही clear your brokerage. So nationally, I have seen, North India में typically landlord एक महीना बोलते हैं, but उनको थोड़ा better terms दिलवाओ या कुछ अच्छे से बात करो, सही से बात करो कि ऐसा नहीं होगा, नहीं तो otherwise we going somewhere else, then they will end up giving you 2 महीना, typically in rent. That's what maximum what we do. Clients का till about 3 years ago मैंने clients से 2 महीना भी लिया है.
Yes.
इंटरनेशनल क्लाइंट से 2 महीना भी लिया है, 2 महीना लैंडलॉर्ड से लिया है, 2 महीना क्लाइंट से लिया है. तो that has been my personal track record of pushing everybody to pay more. So बाकी otherwise standard 1 month है.
अरे राकेश भाई को पूछ लो, अगर उनको कहीं ज्यादा मिल रहा है तो हम लोग भोपाल आ रहे हैं.
Great. I think thank you Chetan and Sanjeet. बहुत मजा आया मुझे. Whenever I have met you, I have always learn something. It's a very positive feeling to connect with both of you.
Same here, sir.
My compliments on behalf of all the viewers and my Broker Ki Pathshala team for completing 50 years into real estate broking business. I think it's a commendable achievement, and I'm sure moving ahead you will definitely cross 100 years. I wish you all the best.
अरे मेरे को कंपनी बेच के कनाडा संजीत के जाने का है. ये I want to share something since we have probably we can extend to 5 minutes.
Valuation
the same guy नरेश मलकानी जिसकी मैं बात कर रहा था, 1999 में 1988 में मेरा उसके साथ अच्छा फ्रेंडशिप हो गया था. मैंने इंडिया प्रॉपर्टीज भी लिस्टेड प्रॉपर्टीज.
Yes.
1999 he told me something. He said, you will not understand what I'm saying, but very soon people would want to buy your company out.
Absolutely.
So तभी हमारे तो कुछ समझ में नहीं आता था, buy my company out. ऐसे मेरे कंपनी में रखा गया है. Why would somebody want to buy my company out? And I think in 2007 and 8, Sanjeet got approached by NAI, which was one of the largest commercial establishments. We got approached by Savills from UK, who's now started their own business, and one more company I cannot name, all willing to pay. And I'm not joking, हमारा इतना कभी जिंदगी में भी मेहनत करते थे, कभी पैसा नहीं बनाते थे इतना लाइफ में. I got an evaluation done for our group companies, which are all proprietorship companies, which came to a very nice, decent number. One company and another company were willing to come up to 40 to 45 crore of rupees for a 51% controlling stake in our company. Can you imagine that we could sell your company? So I actually in 10 years want to sell to 100 years. Sir, आपको मुबारक हो. हमको तो कोई 10 साल में देख के निकल जाना है, और कनाडा नहीं तो कम से कम कोई हिल स्टेशन में इंडिया में जाके दाल रोटी खाना है.
मतलब I will have to earn more to buy your company 10 years down the line.
मतलब खरीदोगे भी तुम ही. मतलब देखो, मतलब समझ जाओ लोगों, लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, अमिताभ बच्चन जी ऑफ रियल एस्टेट, विनोद ठक्कर, सबको खरीद लेंगे इवेंचुअली. इसके लिए ये पाठशाला चल रही है. Best wishes, sir. Best wishes. Congratulations again.
Thank you very much. And before we conclude, on behalf of all the viewers and Broker Ki Pathshala team, we present a small token of appreciation as a certificate. I being a Rotarian, we do a lot of projects in Rotary. So there is a Annapurna project by Rotary Club of Mumbai, Dahisar, my home club. Please, Chetan, Sanjeet, please accept this certificate. It reads like Broker Ki Pathshala, an initiative.
I've taken it. Accepted.
To express our gratitude to Narayan's Corp India for their gracious presence and significant contribution in making Broker Ki Pathshala a great success. We are pleased to sponsor 100 meals under Annapurna project by Rotary Club of Mumbai, Dahisar, which will provide food for the underprivileged.
So 100 from us also, sir, please.
Yes, please. 100 from us also.
Oh yes, so nice of you. Thank you very much.
We'll discuss after this. Yeah.
And before I conclude, please stay there. I want to announce the next week's speaker. Next week, 8th March is International Women's Day. So we thought next episode, 12th March, will be exclusively for women realtors across country. So we are inviting 4 women from different city. Vanessa D'Souza from Pune, who is into real estate for last 24 years. Ekta Realty Solution from Ekta Ranjan from Bhopal, who is into real estate for last 6 years. Anshul Sharma, Sai Real Estate Solution from Delhi. She is into real estate for 13 years. And from Mumbai, Jaini Vora, the daughter of our member Dipesh Vora from Area Group.
Nice.
And she had just joined, 2-3 years down the line. So we'll have an interaction with diversified, experience from women realtors across 4 cities. Please come back on next Friday at 5 p.m. to learn and understand how women are making a big impact in the real estate industry in India.
Our very best wishes to these ladies for the next session.
Yes, final words from both of you, and then we conclude.
That was the best wishes, was the final words.
Thank you. Yes, Sanjit.
Thank you so much, Vinod bhai. It is always a pleasure. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All the best to you.
Have a wonderful time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for being there. We will see you once again next Friday, 5 p.m. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.